No herb garden is complete without oregano, a Mediterranean herb that happily grows in the ground, in raised beds, or containers. Today, I'll show you how to grow oregano, a perennial herb that lives for years, even in my hot desert garden. I'm Angela from Growing in the Garden. My garden's in Mesa, Arizona. I want to help you succeed, even if you're gardening in tough conditions. If you're just getting started gardening, a perennial herb like oregano is a great place to start. They're easy to grow and it will live for years. It's easiest to grow oregano from transplants. When you're in the nursery, smell the leaves. The strongest aroma means the best flavor. Don't rush planting oregano. It prefers warm air and soil. Plant in the same depth as they were in the container, about 12 to 18 inches apart. Oregano can also be started from seeds. Sow seeds indoors 8 to 10 weeks before your last frost date. Then, plant them outside once it's warm enough. Here in the low desert, the best time to plant is in the fall. This gives plants time to settle in before the heat of summer. There's also a second planting window in the spring. Because oregano is a Mediterranean herb, it thrives in full sun with well-draining soil. It can handle sandy or rocky conditions and tolerates poor soils. In hot summer climates, look for an area that gets afternoon shade. In cooler or humid climates, give your plants plenty of space to avoid any fungal issues. By mid to late summer, you'll see beautiful nectar-rich flowers that pollinators and beneficial insects love. That's another reason to add this herb to your garden. Once it's established, oregano is a tough plant and is hardy down to zone 5. In colder areas, a thick layer of mulch can help protect those roots. Oregano is super drought tolerant once it's established, but young plants need regular water to help their roots settle in. Be careful with watering. Too much water too often leads to soggy roots and root rot. If you're gardening in containers, they will need water more often because containers dry out more quickly. If you're growing oregano in raised beds, it will spread and take up a lot of space. You might need to divide it every couple of years. The best time to do this is in early spring. Because it can spread so much, oregano is a great choice for growing in containers. One plant will quickly fill a container. Choose a container that's at least 12 inches deep and use good potting soil, not garden soil. This oregano has been in this container for about 5 years, and every spring and every fall I give it a good trim and cut it all the way back. This helps it recover from a cold winter and a hot summer. And then I feed it with compost. That's all the fertilizer that it needs the entire year. That's why this plant looks so good. They bounce back so fast after that pruning and they love the compost. In the middle of a long, hot summer or a very cold winter, oregano is not going to look its best. Don't prune, fertilize, or over-harvest. Once you see new growth in the fall or the spring, that's when you'll cut it back. Oregano is usually trouble-free. Well-draining soil, proper spacing, and even watering helps prevent most common problems like root rot and spider mites. Let's talk harvesting. You can begin harvesting oregano when it's at least 6 to 8 inches tall. The more you snip, the more it grows. Keep your oregano harvested. I like to feed extra oregano to my chickens. It helps boost their immune system. To remove leaves quickly, hold the top of the stem and pull your fingers down. All the leaves will come off. Because oregano grows so well here in the low desert most of the year, I'm spoiled. I run out before cooking and grab just what I need. I love using oregano in anything with tomatoes, basil, olive oil, garlic. Fresh herbs add so much flavor. When I have an abundance or want to share with friends, freeze drying is my favorite method. It preserves the most flavor. I keep the leaves whole and crumble them just before cooking. Oregano is an easy way to add pollinators and variety to your garden. Plant it, and it will reward you with harvests for years.
Nope.
Yeah, anything. I love using oregano with tomatoes. Okay. Olive oil, garlic. So much. I love